We're doing Woodwork Wednesday. Gary gave me the idea with his Metalwork Monday, so check it out. I have a feeling a lot of my subscribers are subscribed to Gary, but if you're not, Turbo Cobra is his channel name on YouTube here. Check him out. He's doing all kinds of really cool metalwork right now. Really creative, industrial, I don't know if I want to call it furniture yet, but it's fixtures and things like that. And for me, it's just the really cool stuff. He's thinking about fasteners and countersinking and, you know, kind of that whole picture, making it look really industrial, kind of not steampunk, not steampunk at all. Modern industrial is what I would call it. So lots of woven metal fabric, I guess, angle iron, rivet type looks to things, and really well done, well machined. But I'm really jealous. He's building a machine shop there and tooling it out really nice. Someday when I win the lottery, I'll probably follow suit. But for right now, we're going to stick with what we got. And right now, we're not doing metalwork in my shop that much. We might have a little bit to do today. I'll explain that one. But let's take a look at the guitar. Last time we left it, I had just clamped it together, and of course, after I clamped it together, I realized, I don't like it that much. The butt cheeks really bothered me a lot, so we're not going to do the butt cheeks. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to go back to round. The chalk line there is probably about where I'm going to cut it. I'm going to get, you know, some things. This axis point to point is kind of crooked like that. I want to straighten it up just a little bit, and then maybe we'll cut that on the bandsaw. First operation I need to do, you can see the joint there is really open and loose. I need to get that run down the joiner there, so we'll fire up the joiner and do that. But one of the other operations I wanted to do tonight is start cutting the pickups. And the pickups are going to be made out of this. I think it's a 1/4 inch diamond plate. I don't really know how to cut it, so we might use the bandsaw. I don't know, it might break the blade. I have no idea. I'm not an aluminum guy. I'm kind of a steel guy. I know I can't weld it, so I can't cut it the easy way, let's call it, and then weld it back together, which is what I would do if it were steel. So I'm going to have to maybe use the cutoff wheel, plasma cutter, some other stuff. So maybe this will turn into Metalwork Wednesday. I don't know. But there it is. First things first, these things are just ridiculously heavy. I don't know how much that weighs, but just ridiculously heavy. But we can totally see that it's not in good form. These were machined sort of one side, so I'm going to push it through up against the fence here and hopefully get us leveled out. What was supposed to be a night of woodworking has turned into a night of repair. Thank goodness Tractor Supply was open till 8 o'clock. Somehow or another, back here, the guy who sold it to me had it rigged up, and this V-belt was just, I don't know if we can see that or not, but there's no pulley on it. It was just riding on the stick there. So thank God for Tractor Supply. They happen to be open a little bit late tonight, so I got a pulley that fits, and I took the other pulley off, which is the drive on the actual cutters there, to find it had no woodruff key. So it's obvious he had been, you know, into this thing for one reason or another and didn't put it all back together, all the pieces. So I don't know how the hell it worked before, but it did. So I'm going to put it back together. That's over with. We got a little snipe or whatever you want to call that here, but sounds and runs a lot better. Oh yeah. Alright, now I've got it clamped together and the joints look awesome. Everything's kind of planing out well, which makes me happy about how I put this neck together way back when. So, you know, just kind of one of those step back and take a bow kind of moments, like you did something right, dude. But now I'm just taking the ruler here, giving it a bend around just to see if my lines are kind of like, what do you call that, tangent, and it looks like I'm pretty close. So I think that's about where I'm going to do it. So I got to figure out a way to like clamp this ruler in place so I can trace that line and then cut it on the bandsaw. So I've got a thumbtack where I want the back of this. I adjusted the lumber just a little bit more, and then I've got a broken bandsaw blade here, and I'm hoping I can hang on to it long enough to draw this line. And nothing. We're going to try and cut this. I may just completely ruin this saw. I hope not. Well, this is going to be our stopping point for the night. Couldn't resist plopping the hardware on there to see what that's going to look like. Of course, it's going to be on top of this wood, not on top of that wood. But got a couple of wood inserts there I'll have to put in at some point to hold the bridge. But that's essentially what we're going to look like. I think I'm going to recut both of these, but if you guys remember, I'm not going to route out the neck. It's not going to happen. So we're going to route out the body, which means this may need to get longer in order to extend far enough. I got to take a look at the geometry and kind of cut holes and stuff, but there's going to be a couple magnets that go in here, so forth. But yeah, that's it for tonight. Don't let me do it.